My dear one, let us begin with a truth that will surprise your logical mind but free your soul. The job you desire, the one with purpose, passion, and provision, is already done in the invisible. Yes, already yours, already spoken for, already created in divine mind. You see, spirit moves first. The visible world comes second. And if you have a desire in your heart for a certain kind of work, it is not a fantasy, it is a divine assignment already recorded in the book of life. But why don't you see it yet? Because you've been hypnotized by appearances, fooled by delay, talked out of your own inheritance by fear, doubt, and the ever-busy ego. I say to you, stop chasing jobs like a beggar. Stop praying as if heaven forgot you. You are already hired in spirit. Now walk like it, speak like it, believe like it. When I worked with students in the 1920s, I would always say, speak the word and then do not take it back. So let us speak now. I have the perfect work in the perfect way. I give perfect service for perfect pay. Say it again, say it slowly, say it like it's the law of gravity. Because it is. When your words match your faith, the universe has no choice but to obey. You see, most people are out here trying to get hired, but trying is a sign of doubt. Real faith is commanding. It's declaring, not begging. So I want you to remember this. My dream job is not in the future. It exists now, in the invisible, and I am already aligned with it. No more hoping. It is time to know. In the next section, I will tell you more about me, who I was in the visible, and why these words still live today. Because when you understand where I came from, you will trust where I'm leading you. Now that you know your dream job is already created in the invisible, you may be wondering, who is this woman telling me such things? Can I trust her words? Let me tell you who I am, not from ego, but from essence. My name is Florence Scovel Shinn. I was born in 1871, and though my body left this world long ago, my words did not die. They live because they are spirit-led. I was an artist at first, a painter, a lover of beauty. But over time I realized that life itself was art, and most people were painting it in shades of fear. I could see it in their eyes, in their lack, in their striving. So I turned to teaching metaphysics, not just theory, but truth, law, power. I taught men and women how to speak their world into form, to stop reacting, and begin creating. And my most known work, The Game of Life and How to Play It, became a roadmap for those who were tired of suffering. It was not positive thinking that I taught. It was divine alignment. I said, your word is your wand, because what you speak with faith, you bring into form. So when people came to me saying, Florence, I need a job, I would reply, no, you need a word. You need to stop begging life to give you scraps and start commanding it like the child of the infinite that you are. You see, I walked this earth during a time when women were expected to stay silent. But I spoke boldly. I said what others were afraid to say. You do not get what you want. You get what you prepare for, spiritually. And my dear, your preparation begins with understanding your own power. I still speak through these teachings because truth is timeless. Spirit does not age, faith does not expire, and the laws I taught in the 1920s are the same laws that shape your career today. So if you're ready, truly ready, we will now unlock the secret to attracting that dream job, not with hustle, but with harmony. Now that you understand your words hold power, let's go deeper into the truth. The secret to unlocking your dream job is already within you. I've said it before, and I shall say it again. Your word is your wand. Speak what you desire, not what you fear, and it must come to pass. So I ask you now, child of the divine, what are you speaking? What are you repeating to yourself? as you scroll through job listings or wake up dreading another Monday? Is it, "No one's hiring right now. I'm not qualified enough. There's too much competition"? Or is it, "The perfect job is seeking me now. My skills are in divine demand. I am a magnet for the exact opportunity made for me"? Because one set of words delays, the other set delivers. I remember a woman who came to me saying, "Florence, I've applied to 47 jobs and nothing is working." And I looked at her, smiled gently, and asked, "How many times have you declared yourself already hired?" She blinked. She hadn't, not once. She was working in the world, but not working the law. So I told her to repeat this, morning and night. I have a wonderful work in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay. And within 14 days, she received an offer, one she hadn't even applied for. Why? Because the law does not need logic. It needs faith. When you declare with belief, not hope, but knowing, the invisible begins to shift. Emails come, calls appear, interviews flow. But listen closely, beloved. You must not just say the words, you must feel them. Speak with authority. Feel it in your chest, like a bell that cannot be unrung. So let's speak now, together. I am a magnet for my perfect job. It comes to me easily, peacefully, and by divine right. Say it with love. Say it with conviction. Say it like a person who's already been hired in heaven and is just waiting for earth to catch up. Now, darling, you've begun to shift your words. You've started to awaken your faith. But let me be crystal clear with you. Vague desires bring vague results. Spirit is exact. The law is mathematical. It responds to the precision of your thought, not the wandering of your worry. If you want to manifest your dream job, you must do what most people never dare to do. You must define it. You must give it shape in your mind, give it language, give it details. This is not about control, it's about clarity. The infinite cannot deliver what you have not claimed. So I ask you now, what does your ideal job look like? What does it feel like? What are you wearing when you walk into that space? What do your mornings feel like when you rise with purpose? What's your role, your title, your mission? What is the atmosphere like? Quiet and calm, creative and bustling. And yes, how much are you paid? Do not flinch at this part. So many spiritual souls fear naming their salary, thinking it is unholy. But I tell you now, there is no virtue in poverty. There is only virtue in honesty. If you desire abundance, claim it. You are not greedy. You are divinely guided. Now I want you to take a sheet of paper tonight and begin scripting your ideal day at work. Write it in present tense, as if it is already done. Not "I want," but "I arrive at my beautiful office. I feel inspired. I am paid generously for work I love. My coworkers uplift me. I am respected. I am at peace." Do this not once, but daily. Because repetition is what breaks the old spell and writes a new one. This, dear one, is spiritual strategy. Let your clarity become your compass, and the universe will follow. Now that you've spoken the word, now that you've shaped the vision, you must build the bridge between what is invisible and what will become inevitable. And that bridge, my dear, is action. But not just any action. Not the type that burns you out. Not the kind that makes you feel like you're chasing crumbs. I'm talking about divinely inspired action, the kind that comes not from panic, but from peace. When I taught students about manifestation, I would often say, "Infinite Spirit reveals to me the next step. I act only on divine guidance. This, my love, is where you must be brave. Because sometimes divine guidance whispers, take that course. Email that person. Update your resume, even if no one's asked yet. Start showing up like the person who already has the job. And sometimes it says, be still, rest, trust, wait. Not all movement is forward. There are seasons of alignment where your only job is to keep your faith high, your words strong, and your energy clean. But when Spirit prompts you, move. Don't hesitate. Don't argue with the voice of your own good. One woman once told me, Florence, I felt led to call an old colleague, but I ignored it. A week later, I found out she had a job opening with my name on it. Ah, the missed blessings caused by disobedience to that quiet nudge. Listen to me now. The universe cannot steer a parked car. You must be in motion, open, available, but not desperate. Every time you take a step in faith, the next step appears. You do not need to know the whole staircase, just the next one. So today, write down 3 inspired actions I can take this week. One thing I've been procrastinating that Spirit keeps nudging me toward. One way I can show up now like I already have the job, because the future does not belong to the most talented. It belongs to the most aligned. My dear soul, you've done well. You've begun to declare. You've visualized. You've taken aligned action. But suddenly the voice comes. That sneaky, slithering inner voice that whispers things like, maybe this is silly. What if it doesn't happen? Who am I to believe I can have that job? Ah, yes, doubt, delay, the ego's favorite tricks. Let me speak plainly now. Every time you rise in consciousness, old patterns will try to pull you back. Why? Because your ego is afraid of change. It thrives on control, struggle, and survival, not faith, freedom, and flow. But hear me, child of the light. You are not your fear. You are not your old story. You are not the delay. You are divine. And when fear appears, do not wrestle with it. Do not argue. Do not plead. Replace it. I used to teach students to speak this aloud the moment fear arose. There is no power in fear. I cast it out. Infinite Spirit now fills me with confidence, courage, and calm. All things work together for my good. Let the word do the work. When doubt whispers, you shout, truth. Now let us talk about another obstacle, delay. Delay is often a test, not a punishment. Spirit may withhold something for one reason only. You are still growing into it. Would you give a mansion to someone with a shack mindset? No, love. Spirit waits until your consciousness can hold the blessing. So instead of asking, why hasn't it happened yet? Ask, what is this delay teaching me? What thought must I release? What would I be doing right now if I truly believed the job was mine? Finally, let us speak of gratitude. Even if your dream job hasn't arrived, there is always something to thank the universe for. Gratitude is not a reward, it's a magnet. It pulls your blessing closer. So tonight, say, thank you, Infinite Spirit, for what is already mine. Even though I don't see it yet, I know it's done. My beloved, so many come to me asking, Florence, when will it happen? When will the job appear? And I say to them what I shall say to you now. Do not curse the process. The process is sacred. You see, we live in a world obsessed with outcomes, instant success, overnight hires, quick wins. But this is the path of the outer world, not the spiritual one. Your soul chose a journey, not just a destination. And in that journey, you are becoming the person who can hold the blessing without dropping it. Your dream job is not a prize, it's a match. It is the outer form of your inner frequency. So Spirit cannot give it to you too early, or you would fumble it. You must first become what you desire. You must think as if, feel as if, walk as if, rest as if it's already done. I once worked with a man who longed for a career in public speaking. He applied, he auditioned, he prepared, and yet nothing came. I asked him, "Have you thanked Spirit for the delay?" He blinked, confused. Then I explained. The delay was developing his message, sharpening his voice, building his stamina, aligning his character to match the stage. 6 months later, the right door opened, and he was ready. Darling, your current moment is not a punishment. It is a preparation. So I want you to say this now with me. I trust the process of becoming. Every step I take is sacred. My dream job is not a chase, it is a match, and I am becoming the match. You are not being tested, you are being tuned. And the clearer your vibration becomes, the more effortlessly the right job will find you. So keep going, keep aligning, keep believing. My dear soul, you have been taught to wait, to hope, to earn, to prove yourself. But I will now give you a truth so radical it may shake you, and yet it will also free you. What you desire is already done. Yes, already complete, already created in the invisible realm. You are not trying to manifest it. You are simply aligning yourself to receive it. I have always taught, there is a finished picture on the invisible side. When you imagine your perfect job, your perfect role, your perfect day, it is not fantasy. It is a preview. You are not dreaming it up. You are remembering what has already been assigned to you in spirit. You see, manifestation is not a process of creation, but of reception. You are not building the job from scratch. You are matching it, moment by moment, thought by thought. That's why I say, act as if it were already done. Speak as if it were already yours. Rest as if there is nothing to fear. I once knew a woman who longed to work in a healing profession. She had no credentials, no plan, no idea how it would happen. But she had certainty. Every day, she got up, dressed as if she had patients to see. She gave thanks for the clients she had not yet met. She spoke as a healer, thought as a healer, walked as a healer. And one day, she was offered a role leading group sessions at a wellness retreat. No resume, no degree, just pure alignment. Why? Because she was no longer becoming the match. She already was. So I say to you now, speak it with me. My dream job is already mine. I receive it now with grace and trust. Breathe that in. Let it settle in your belly like a warm truth, because it is. Let us now speak of something that binds even the most faithful. Control. You try so hard, don't you? To figure it all out. To force it. To make it happen faster. To chase opportunities, squeeze the outcome, fix every detail. And yet, nothing flows. Because here is the sacred truth. Control is the enemy of manifestation. Yes, I said it. Control is fear in disguise. It is the ego trying to impersonate God. It is your small self pretending it knows better than infinite intelligence. But hear me now, love. You cannot force what is already finished. You can only align with it. Imagine a flower trying to control its blooming, saying, I must bloom faster, on Tuesday, at 10 a.m. precisely. It sounds absurd, doesn't it? But that is how so many treat the process of calling in their dream job. They plan and panic and micromanage and wonder why nothing moves. Listen carefully. The dream job is not your job. Your job is alignment. God's job is delivery. Let go of the how and the when. That's divine business. Your business is to trust, to stay in the frequency, to follow inspiration, and to let go of the white-knuckle grip on outcomes. I recall a man who said to me, Florence, I've followed all the steps. I've done the affirmations, but it's still not here. And I asked him, have you truly surrendered it? He sighed. He hadn't. So I told him to declare, Infinite Spirit, I release this desire to you. I trust in divine timing, divine channels, and divine results. Within days, a connection he'd forgotten about reached out, with the exact opportunity he had tried to force elsewhere. You see, when you stop grasping, you begin receiving. So now I want you to breathe and say, I let go, I trust, I allow, I receive. What is mine comes to me effortlessly. Let this truth soften your edges. So here we are. You've remembered who you are. You've spoke on the word. You've seen the vision. You've taken the steps. You've overcome delay, released doubt, and surrendered control. Now there's just one thing left to do. Answer the call. Yes, your dream job is calling you. Not tomorrow, not one day, now. And not just on the outside, but from deep within your soul. Because every desire is a divine appointment. Every vision is a preview of something already arranged. You are not becoming the person who gets the job. You are that person, now. Let me ask you, if the call came today, would you say yes? Would you be ready to show up as the version of you who's already aligned, already equipped, already deserving? This is where you must live as if. As I have said, you must act as if you had already received. Prepare for it. Make room for it. So, start waking up with purpose. Start dressing for the role, even before the title is offered. Speak in interviews as if you are already in the vibration of that role. Make decisions like the version of you who already has the income, the respect, the opportunity. Do not wait for proof to believe. Belief is the proof. And now, before we close, let us speak one last word together. An activation, a declaration, a contract with the universe. By divine right, I now receive my perfect job. It is already mine in the invisible, and I welcome it into form. I trust the process. I surrender control. I walk by faith, not by fear, and I know this. What is meant for me cannot be missed. Say it twice. Say it daily. Say it until the world has no choice but to mirror your conviction. You are not waiting on the world. The world is responding to you. This is not the end. This is your employment by the universe, in full power, with full purpose. Now go. Live like you've already been hired.